Hey guys, welcome back to the Fergie Time podcast. Today I'll be sharing with you my Match Week 5 Premier League predictions. Before jumping into my predictions, I want to do a little recap from Match Week 4. In Match Week 4, I got 5 out of 10 predictions correct, moving my total score to 21 out of 33. Some key upsets included Villa beating Liverpool, Spurs beating United, and West Ham beating Leicester. Also, major shout out to our first ever back-to-back winner, Noor, who got 7 out of 10 predictions correct. If you guys would like to be featured in next week's video, make sure to leave your score predictions for Match Week 5 down below in the comments, and the person with the most predictions correct will receive a shout out. For our first match, we have the Merseyside derby, Everton versus Liverpool. Everton are currently sitting in first position in the table, coming off 4 straight wins. This Everton side has some players in banging form, like Dominic Calvert-Lewin and James Rodriguez. That said, they do have a weak link, and that is Jordan Pickford, who has struggled in goal for Everton over the past year. Versus the Liverpool side, coming off a 7-2 loss to Villa, a major upset. And their defense has been rather inconsistent in recent months, and the addition of Adrian playing in goal has not helped that at all. However, they will get a major boost as both Mane and Thiago will join the first team for this one. However, I do have Everton winning the match 2-1 on odds of 11-4. For our next match, we have Chelsea versus Southampton. Chelsea are coming off an impressive 4-0 win against Crystal Palace. And it was looking like Chelsea were finally going to have a fully fit squad against West Ham. However, goalkeeper Edouard Mendy has picked up an injury, so he will be missing this match, and that will be a major blow for them. In this match, I expect Chelsea to control the majority of possession. However, it will be key for them to finish their chances. Versus the Southampton side coming off a 2-0 win against West Brom, where they played quite well. Typically, the Southampton team likes to try and control the game, but against a superior side in Chelsea, I expect them to be a bit more passive, bunker in a bit more, and then counter to Danny Ings. I had this match ending a 2-1 win to Chelsea on odds of 9-20. Manchester City versus Arsenal. Manchester City have had a poor start to the season with a win, draw, and loss in their first 3 matches. Their defense has many questions to answer. However, it is good news that Ruben Dias did play well in his debut against Leeds. City are also hampered by injuries with Aguero, De Bruyne, Sterling, and Jesus, all questionable for this one. Versus an Arsenal side led by Mikel Arteta that has been playing quite well. I expect this Arsenal team to play quite similar to how they did against Liverpool, where they invite a little more pressure and then hit them on the counterattack. Also for Arsenal, they do have some players with injuries. Aubameyang and Tierney are both questionable for this match. I had this one ending a 3-2 win to Arsenal on odds of 11-2. Newcastle United versus Manchester United. Newcastle United are coming off a 3-1 win against Burnley and have had a decent start to the season with 2 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss in their first 4 Premier League matches. And while this Newcastle side has improved their attack, they still look quite poor going forward. Versus a Manchester United side in shocking form, coming off a 6-1 loss against Tottenham Hotspur, and their defense has looked piss poor. It's unorganized and there's absolutely no leadership. They will also be without Anthony Martial and Cavani in this one. I still have United scraping this one, but it's going to be a close one. I have it ending 2-1 to United on odds of 8-13. Sheffield United versus Fulham. Sheffield United are a team in poor form. They've only scored 1 goal in their last 4 Premier League matches, and they truly lack a striker that can score consistently in the Premier League. Good news for Sheffield is their defense is quite sound, so that should help them in this one. Versus the Fulham side with a shocking defense in their own right. They have conceded 11 goals in 4 matches, and they're a team that tries to play out, but don't do a good enough job taking care of the ball. So in this one, I'm giving the edge to Sheffield, 1-0 on odds of 1-1. Crystal Palace versus Brighton. Crystal Palace are coming off a bad 4-0 loss against Chelsea. However, prior to that match, they have been playing quite well. This Palace team is very good on the counter-attack. They like to sit in defensively and then go forward, utilizing Eze, Ayew, Zaha, and Townsend. Versus a Brighton side coming off a 4-2 loss to Everton, and they've played some great football in the Premier League this year. However, they have struggled to get results. And I don't think Palace is the ideal matchup for them, as Palace are very good in the counter-attack and Brighton like to play an open style of football. So I had this match ending a 1-1 draw on odds of 8-5. Tottenham Hotspur versus West Ham United. Tottenham Hotspur coming off an impressive 6-1 win against Manchester United, and they have 2 players in particular right now that are in great form and have been leading the charge. Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. They will also be likely joined by Gareth Bale in this one, which will give them a major boost and make their attack very hard to defend against. Versus the West Ham side coming off impressive back-to-back wins against Wolves and Leicester. And two players for West Ham that have really been leading the charge are Jared Bowen and Antonio, who have impressed going forward. I expect this West Ham team, however, to have their defense torn apart by Tottenham's attack, and I have it ending a 3-0 win to Tottenham on odds of 4-7. Leicester City versus Aston Villa. Leicester coming off a 3-0 loss to West Ham United, where a mix of defensive lapses and an inability to turn possession into chances cost them the match. I do believe Leicester will bounce back, and I expect Jamie Vardy to strike. Versus the Villa side coming off a 7-2 win against Liverpool that was absolutely magnificent. This Villa side are currently sitting second in the table with 3 straight wins, and look out for Jack Grealish and Ross Barkley in this one, who played really well together in their first match. I expect this match to end a 2-2 draw on odds of 14-5. West Brom versus Burnley. West Brom are coming off a 2-0 loss to Southampton and are another team that have struggled to defend this season. In their first 4 Premier League matches, they have conceded 13 goals. However, a bright spot for West Brom are their wingers, Diangana and Pereira. Versus the Burnley side, not playing well this year and have lost 3 straight matches. Sean Dyche was not backed financially by the board this summer, and it's giving him very few options. However, I do expect Burnley to get their first win, a classic 1-0 Burnley win on odds of 2-1. For our final match, we have Leeds versus Wolves. Leeds have had a great start to the season with 2 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. In their recent draw to Manchester City has shown that they can compete with any club in the Premier League. Bielsa's men are fit, organized, and great at creating and utilizing space. Versus a Wolves side that are coming off a 1-0 win against Fulham, and it's been a really rocky start to the season for Wolves. In particular, their defense has struggled. However, they do have great attacking options in Jimenez, Traore, and Podence. I had this game ending a 2-2 draw on odds of 23-10. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave your Match Week 5 score predictions down below in the comments to be featured in next week's video. Also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more amazing football content. We will end it there. Thank you and take it easy. Peace.
I see the blue in her eyes from the sunshine. See the purple in her heart when it's nighttime. She just wanna be in her right mind. She couldn't give a damn about the limelight. So orchestrate you down.